Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the next episode for this mentorship. So today we're gonna be going over the possibilities of trading. Alright, so we're gonna be going over what possible income you could realistically, and I'm talking about realistically, be expecting if you do decide to take this route, dedicate yourself to this, and actually put in the time and in effort, what you can realistically achieve with this. So we're gonna be going over what you can be possibly achieving realistically in a span of 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5 years, and 10 plus years in doing this. All right. So make sure you guys got your notebooks. Make sure you guys take down some notes and maybe even take a picture for this as some type of motivation for you guys to work towards, because this is one of those jobs, or not just a job, but a career where you have the availability of a bunch of time in the world to realistically just work 1 to 2 hours a day, and the rest of your day you have so much more time to get other stuff done for yourself. So these are one of these jobs that you are able to get and achieve time for yourself while being able to have more money than you could possibly need for yourself. All right, so we're going to be going over the possibilities of trading. So the possibilities as in what you can expect to be making with the amount of time you put into this. Okay. So first we're going over realistically achievable in 1 to 2 years. Okay. So we're going to be going over 4 different examples for each amount of years. Okay. So for 1 to 2 years, we're going to be going over 4 examples, and we're going to be going over what you could be expecting if you have a 50K account, a 100K account, $150,000 account, and a $300,000 account. So we're gonna go from lowest to highest. So with a $50,000 trading account, you can be expecting to make 1% per month or per week. Okay, so per week we're gonna be going over the same amount of percentages for each account, but we're going to be having different accounts. So you're going to be getting different amounts of income per account. So if you have a $50,000 account, and this is the only account you have, we're talking about you only have a $50,000 trading account, right? Per week, you can be expecting to be making 1% a week, okay? So if you are making 1% a week on a $50,000 account, you'll be expecting to make $500 a week. Now, I don't know about you guys, but realistically, the average 9 to 5, that's a paycheck right there. $500 is a paycheck for some people. So realistically, 1% a week is a pretty big chunk of money right there. That's about one paycheck. You're getting paid twice a month. That's your one paycheck right there. That's one of your paychecks right there. Realistically, in 1 to 2 years per month, if you are making 1% a week, you have 4 weeks in a month. That's 4% a month. That's 4 weeks in a month, 1% a week, 4% a month. You can be realistically making $2,000 a month. Okay, $2,000 a month is, for a normal minimum wage 9 to 5, this is more than your paycheck already. And this is in 1 to 2 years. If you dedicate yourself 1 to 2 years in doing this, in this mentorship, what I am teaching you guys, and you do this for 1 to 2 years, you can be realistically making $2,000 a month. And that is more than the average 9 to 5 minimum wage job right there. $2,000 a month. Okay? And that is on top of, if you are working, right? You should be working at least some type of job, whether it's part-time, whether it's full-time. You should be working some type of job right now while you are learning this. Okay? So what you should be doing is you should be doing this, learning the skill of trading, and on top of that, you should be working at least a part-time job. Okay? So realistically, you would be making $2,000 a month, and that is for some people more than what they're getting paid monthly from their regular job. Per year, you would be making 48%. 4% a month, you got 12 months in a year. 4 times 12 is 48. So that would be making 48% a year. And your annual salary would basically be $24,000 pre-tax. Okay? So we're not going to be talking about taxes today, but we are going to be talking about what you would be making with the possibilities and what is realistically achievable in 1 to 2 years. Okay? So realistically, if you're making 1% a week, 4% a month, and 48% a year, you'll be making $24,000 a year with a $50,000 account. Now, if you have a $100,000 account, and remember, we're talking about funded accounts. I know a lot of you guys don't have enough money to make a $50,000 live account, so we were talking about funded accounts. Remember, funded accounts are achievable because you pay a certain amount of money. So, for example, a $50,000 account on Top Step, right? Top Step is one type of prop firm for futures that you can get. You will pay $50 a month to pass a funded account challenge. Once you pass that challenge, you do not need to pay that $50 a month anymore. Once you pass that challenge, you get your $50,000 funded account. Once you get that $50,000 funded account, your goal should be realistically getting that 1% a week. After that, you'll be getting 4% a month. Once you get that 4% a month, you do this for a whole year, you're getting 48% return per year, which is 24,000 extra dollars in that year on top of whatever job you have. So this should be realistically achievable. So this should be a minimum type of thing. This is realistically achievable, and it is a low bar for yourself. This should be the goal that you guys should be trying to reach first before any of these other goals that are going to be coming up. So with a $50,000 account, this is realistically what you can be expecting if you dedicate yourself to this for 1 to 2 years, all right? For a $100,000 account, and again, we're using 1, 4, and 48% per week, per month, per year. Per week, if you make 1% a week, you'll be making $1,000 a week. That's $1,000 a week. That's some people's paychecks in a month. You'll be making that in a week, okay? So let's say you trade on Monday. Remember our risk management rules, okay? So imagine you're trading on Monday. You risk 1% to make 2%. You get a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. You make 2% on Monday. You just made $2,000 in a week. If you make that $2,000 on Monday, I would recommend you guys do not trade for the rest of the week. And or do not trade the next week as well, because you already made 2%, 1% this week, 1% the next week, and you wait till the next week after that to find a setup, okay? But we're just talking about the possibilities here. We're not talking about what I would recommend for you guys. I'm just going to be giving you guys the possibilities of this for now, okay? So, per week, if you make 1% a week on a $100,000 account, you'll be making $1,000 a week. Per month, if you make 1% a week, you have 4 weeks in a month, you'll be making 4% a month. That is $4,000 a month. That is double some people's paychecks, or maybe even triple some people's paychecks. So you would be making $4,000 a month. And this is better than an average 9 to 5 job here, obviously. Per year, you'll be making 48% a year. In that, you'll be making $48,000 a year. So, this is the same thing here. You're just increasing the amount of money. But if you focus in on this, of just percentages, you are doing the same thing, but in incremental percentages. If you focus on the percentages, right, you will not be focused on the money. So, you need to think about this in terms of percentages, not in terms of money, okay? The moment you focus in terms of money, that is when you are going to get greedy. That's when your psychology is going to get screwed up. And that's when you are going to be very, very attached to the money, and you won't be able to focus on the process of candles painting out. You won't be focused on the process of the skill. You need to be focused on the skill. And what's the best way to do that, in my opinion? I think it's that focusing on percentages of your profits will help you master that skill, because you can then focus on getting high quality A+ setups. You can focus on actually maintaining your capital because you're not focused on the money. And also on top of that, you can actually master the skill of understanding what the market is trying to do. Okay, so focus on the percentages right now. But I'm just giving you the possibilities in terms of money of what you could possibly make in 1 to 2 years with a $100,000 account. With a $150,000 account per week, if you are making 1% a week on a $150,000 account, you can be making $1,500 a week. $1,500 a week. You make 4% a month, that is $6,000 a month. Per year, you make 48%, that is $72,000 a year. And this is a very bare minimum thing with a $150,000 account. With a $150,000 account, this is a bare minimum thing right here, okay? And then we'll move on to the big boy here, the $300,000 account. If you have a $300,000 account and you make 1% a week, you would be making $3,000 a week. Per month, you make 4% a month. That is 12 grand a month. Per year, you make 48% a year. That is $144,000 salary per year. All of these four accounts, they have the same percentage gain each week, each month, each year. Only thing that's different is how much money they are putting in per trade and how much you're trying to get per trade. But what doesn't change is the percentage amount of what you are actually gaining per week, per month, and per year. You are not changing the percentage amount. You are only changing the amount of money you're putting into that trade. So if you do not focus on the money and you focus on the percentage, you should be good. But that is a hard skill to attain by separating yourself from the money. Once you separate yourself from the money, everything will become so much easier for yourself. But this is what is realistically achievable for a $50,000, a $100,000, a $150,000, and a $300,000 funded account in a span of 1 to 2 years of dedicating yourself to this and to yourself for trading. Now, if we move over to what is realistically achievable in 3 to 5 years, we will increase the percentages of 1% to 3% per week, from 4% to 12% per month, and from 48% to 144% per year. And this is what is realistically achievable in 3 to 5 years, all right? So with a $50,000 account, all right, if we are making 3% a week, that is $1,500 a week. Per month, if we are making 3% a week, 4 weeks in a month, that is 3 times 4, that is 12% a month. We would be making an average of $6,000 per month, all right? And if we're looking per year, we would be making 144%, which is rounded to $72,000 a year on a $50,000 account. So this is the lowest one of the accounts that we are talking about. On a $50,000 account, realistically, in 3 to 5 years, you could possibly be making around $72,000 a year. And that's with a $50,000 account. With a $100,000 account, if we are making 3% a week, we could possibly be making $3,000 a week on a $100,000 account. Per month, if we were making 12% a month, we could possibly be making $12,000 a month on a $100,000 account. And if we were focusing per year on our annual, we would be making 144% return on our account for a total of $144,000 a year on a $100,000 account. And this is what is realistically achievable in 3 to 5 years of experience of trading futures, all right? Now, with a $150,000 account, per week, if we are making 3% a week, we could possibly be making $4,500 per week. Per month, we could possibly be making 12%. In that 12%, we would be making $18,000 per month. And per year, our total income of 144% return would be $216,000 a year on a $150,000 account. And this is just one trading account. Just to remind you guys, what is possible is a thing called copy trading. What you can do is you can have multiple trading accounts or multiple funded accounts, and you can take the same trade on all of those accounts at the same time. Same risk, same trade, same outcome, same TP, same stop loss. So what I'm saying here is, with this, okay, there is more achievable things that they are achievable, but they're not realistically low barred in this time frame, okay? So you can reach higher outcomes more than this, but I'm just saying what is possible and what is not possible, okay? Realistically, in a bare minimum sense, okay? So with a $150,000 account, you can realistically achieve this in about 3 to 5 years. In 3 to 5 years, with a $300,000 account, if we are making 3% per week, we can be realistically making $9,000 per week. Per month, if we're making 12% a month, we can realistically be making $36,000 per month. And per year, if we are making a 144% return on our $300,000 account per year, that means we would be making $432,000 per year. And that is what is realistically achievable upon all 4 of these accounts in 3 to 5 years. And finally, what is realistically achievable in 10 plus years of trading experience? If you have a $50,000 trading account, okay, we are changing the percentages now from 10, or we're changing the percentages from 3%, 12%, and 144%, and we are now changing it to 10% a week, 40% a month, and 480% per year. That is almost a 5x return on your $50,000 account. So with a $50,000 trading account, if we are making 10% a week, that is $5,000 in a week that we are getting. Per month, if we are making 40% a month, 10% a week, 4 weeks in a month, 10 times 4 is 40. 40% return in a month. That is $20,000 per month that you are making on a $50,000 trading account. Per year, if you are making that type of money, you would be getting a 480% return on your 50K funded account, which is rounded to $240,000 per year. And that is what realistically is achievable in 10 plus years of trading experience. With a $100,000 account, per week you can be expecting to make 10% a week with a $100,000 account. With that $100,000 account, you can be realistically getting 10% a week, which is rounded to $10,000 per week. Per month, that is 40% a month. 4 weeks in a month, 10% times 4, that's 40%. 40% of $100,000 is $40,000. So you would be realistically making $40,000 a month with a $100,000 funded account. Per year, you'd be making 480% per year. If you do these 2 things consistently, that is 480% per year. You would be making $480,000 per year. Now, if we move up to the $150,000 account, this is where we're getting some really, really big money here. Per week, you'd be making 10% a week. You'd be making $15,000 a week. Per month, you're making 40% a month. 10% a week, 4 weeks in a month, 10 times 4, 40%. That's $60,000 a month on a $150,000 account. Per year, you'll be making a 480% return on your $150,000 trading account for a total of $720,000 per year. And finally, the biggest account that we have for an example here that is realistically achievable in 10 plus years. That is our $300,000 account. So with that, per week, if we are making 10% a week on a $300,000 account, that is $30,000 per week. Per month, if you are making 10% a week, you'll be making 40% a month. That is $120,000 per month. That is 6 figures a month. Per year, you'll be making 480% per year, which is your annual of $1,440,000 per year. So you would be making, rounded up or rounded to about 1.4 or $1.5 million per year on a $300,000 account. And this is just one account. We are only talking about one account here. You can copy trade and you can multiply these incomes by 5, by 10, by 20. So there are more achievable things than just these, and these. But what you need to see here is the possibilities of what could possibly happen for yourself if you dedicate yourself to these things. Once you dedicate yourself to these things, the possibilities are literally endless for yourself. That's why I want to show you guys the possibilities of what is realistically achievable in 10 years, in 3 to 5 years, 1 to 2 years. These things are possible for you guys. You don't need college for this. I'm teaching you guys this shit for free. For free. You will not be in debt after watching this mentorship. You literally will not be in debt after this. This is free. Free for you guys. I'm giving you guys the fucking sauce for free. There's no expense for this mentorship. It's literally free. So do not get attached to the money here. Just open your mind to this of what is possible. Okay, guys? But other than that, the cliff notes for this episode of the mentorship is don't get attached to the money. See this as an expansion of your mind and the possibilities of trading. So expand your mind. Be open-minded. Do not take this as of being closed-minded to getting to making $1.4 million a year. Be open-minded about this. Start out with making, $500 a week. This should be your goal first. $500 a week. This should be your goal. After that, expand it to maybe this. Then this. Then eventually, over time, you will be able to get to this point in your life. But right now, I don't want you guys to be focusing on being closed-minded. Be very open-minded. Expand your mind to the possibilities of trading. Be aware that this is realistically achievable, but will take a lot of time. This will take a lot of time. This takes 10 plus years, realistically, if we're talking. 10 plus years of this shit. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. This takes time, just like anything else. So the skill will take time. Don't be enticed by greed because of this, but use this as a tool to grind towards greater things. So being enticed by greed is getting attached to money. Do not get attached to this type of money here. You need to separate yourself from this fucking money here. The moment you separate yourself, trading will become so much easier for you. You will not be having anxiety of losing money. Once you get to the point of not caring whether you lose $5,000, $10,000, $500, $100, $10, once you don't care about losing money, trading will come so easy to you. Nobody else can encourage you to push towards this goal other than yourself. You guys are the only people that can encourage yourself. I can encourage you as much as I can, but at the end of the day, it's going to be you guys who are going to be able to encourage your guys' own self. If you guys can't do that, that is on you and not on me. It's not on your parents. It is not on me. It's not on your friends. It's literally on yourself and what is inside of you that can only control this shit. If I'm going to dedicate myself to this, that is me and that is all me. Nobody helped me through this shit. Nobody did. It is me. And that should be your guys' psychology and your mindset through this. I didn't help you through this. Your parents didn't help you through this. Your brother and sister didn't help you through this. Your friends didn't help you through this. You helped yourself through this. This is a one-man show or a woman show. Whoever is watching right now. This is a one-person show here. Alright? This is all you. Nobody else is helping you with this shit. I didn't get any help from nobody else. Nobody else. This is me. This is all me. That should be your mindset right now. So do not get enticed by greed and do not get the feeling that you need someone else to encourage you. You only can encourage yourself in this time and in this period of your life. If you're going to dedicate yourself to this shit, you have to do it. Nobody else can help you do that. Alright? And finally, do not take this the wrong way, but you need to be selfish. You can't be thinking about others in this period. You need to be self-centered, aware of your own mind, and separate yourself from your emotions. So when you think about people saying, oh, you're so selfish when you're in a relationship with a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or girlfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend and boyfriend, whatever, okay? You cannot be selfish, alright? But when you are focused on your career, or you are focused on getting a fucking goal done, when you are focused on doing something better for yourself, you need to be selfish. Selfish in the sense of you need to focus on yourself and nobody else is gonna fucking help you. Nobody's giving handouts to you. Nobody's gonna give you $5,000 just because you exist. That's not how the world works. The world is gonna fucking push you fucking down and no one's gonna help you up except yourself. So in this moment, if you are gonna dedicate yourself to this shit, you need to be selfish. You cannot rely on anybody else but yourself. The moment you rely on somebody else is the moment that you are not selfish, and the moment that you do that, that is the moment that you will start to crumble. You need to be selfish, and you need to dedicate to yourself of what this means to you. Is trading the meaning of I want to better myself, or is trading the meaning of I'm trying to impress other people so that I can show people I got a fuckload of money? Which one is it? Which one is it? For me, this is for myself. For you guys, this should be for yourself. Be selfish in the sense of improving yourself and improving the career that you are trying to build on for yourself. Once you unlock this skill, this will grant you unlimited freedom for yourself to do whatever you want. Do not take this the wrong way of being selfish. Think of being selfish as a positive influence on yourself. You guys need to encourage your own self, and you can't rely on other people. This is a one-person ride, and nobody else is going to help you. Alright? The moment you rely on other people, that's the moment that you are not focused on yourself. And you are focused on just trying to, let's put it this way. If you have a show, this is your show for other people. But realistically, when you guys get into this shit, you need to be doing this for yourself. You can't be doing this for other people. Now, can you get advice from other people? Yes, I would recommend you do that so well. But do not get advice just from anybody. You should be getting advice from people who have experience in this field. Just like anything else, you should be getting advice from experienced people who have been through this shit. So if you're going to go ask your parents for advice about trading and they have never traded in their life, don't take their advice. Don't even ask for their advice. If your friends are going to give you advice about trading and they've never traded in their life, let alone being profitable, don't ask for their advice. Don't ask for their advice. If you have somebody who's, they've seen trading on TikTok or whatever, and they have no experience with it, but they act like they know everything, don't take their advice. Do not. If you're going to take advice from somebody, take it from somebody who's been in the markets for a good minute. Someone who is profitable, making money right now. If that means going on YouTube and finding psychology videos, if that's from experienced people on YouTube about what they have to say, watch it. Take their advice. But I'm here telling you that I'm trying to get you guys motivated to dedicate yourself to this shit. Because this is one of those careers that you can you can achieve anything with this. And I've done this. Other people have done this. So many other people have done this and have become successful doing this shit. And I'm part of that. And this is just an example of what is possible with this trading shit. So I really do hope you guys take this as not um, a trap for you guys to set yourself on money, but realistically expanding your mind to what is possible with this. Other than that, I really hope you guys found this really helpful for you guys to see what is possible with trading. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.